It's recording right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Me and my man was having a conversation the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we was talking about how important sex is to a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So, how important is sex to a woman?
Very.
Like, I mean,
It's a lot.
okay. I
A whole
mean,
lot.
like, okay. So he was saying like sometimes females look at it like you got to take that car out for a drive first
No.
to see if it to see if they like it or
In
whatever.
reference to what? Like, are we talking like marriage? Like, are we talking
Yeah,
like?
yeah. Like if
Of
you gonna
course, I'm
be on
gonna
a
fucking have sex with you before we get married. That's crazy talk.
okay. So what if you made that choice beforehand and he wasn't really good in the bedroom? Then what?
Here's what I say. Sex is, for me, 90, probably 7% mental. I think sex for most humans should be mental, unless you're just a fucking whore and you just don't care. But what I'm saying is that if sex is 90% mental, I just, honestly, like, and I'm not bigging up, like, any of my people, I've never had a bad sexual experience. It may have been a little bit not great, but it's never been like, oh my God, like I thought something was something that it was not. Like, first of all, as a woman, before I have sex with you, I've already had sex with you in my mind probably like 1.7 million times.
What you mean by that?
Ooh. Okay,
What do you
like,
mean by?
I've been playing the goddamn skin guitar. Okay. So at the end of the day, like, I've already had sex with you 1.7 million times. So when we get in there to do the actual act, which is why the communication thing comes in, like, hey, what do you like? What do you not like? What turns you on? Are you into porn? Are you into biting? Do you slap a bitch? Do you like, you speak dirty talk? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get into all these questions, not like right before you get into bed, but like, hey, you having a little quiche. You say, hey. Like biting. You like a little bite, a little nibble on the arm. You just ask. And if they're like, no, and repulsed by it, you're like, okay, we're not going to take them to the Freak League. We're not going to get to that level of sex.
But do you still take them there though?
Yeah, you going to do what I want you to do. Like, I've turned motherfuckers that wasn't even biters into biters, suckers, hair pullers. I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And they going to do it anyway. So that's what it is.
I was saying, but what if it's a dude and he's not really into what you into?
I don't give a
like
fuck
that?
what you're into, and we can't pass go or collect $200. It's not going down. But I've never met this type of person. Everyone's always curious. Everyone's always like, I could turn a motherfucker. No, I'm like a vampire for real. Like, I'll turn you for real. But I've met some unicorns. Like, some straight up motherfuckers that's like, no, I don't dine on Southern cuisine. I was like, you gonna learn today, No, but like, my motive was, if I could just get them comfortable, because there's a reason that you've made it to your adult life and you're damn near 30 and you've never done it. Like, I don't know if you was having a sewer backup system problem or like, but my motive when dealing with a unicorn, and the reason I call me unicorn is because it's a mythical, magical beast that doesn't exist in my world. Unicorn. Fucking you and your one horn. You get out of here. But I did fuck with a unicorn not that long ago. Well, it was a while ago. But anyway, got a disclaimer that shit, But I think that he was open to it. It was just like he either had a bad experience. I'm a mental terrorist.
Wait. Open to what?
He was open to do it. He just never did it. And like, you could tell by the way that he was sexual that like, he's a fucker. He's somebody that after the club, he beating the brakes off a bitch. He only likes sex from behind. I'm like, hey, I got a face. Help me.
Okay.
Just fuck, my booty crack. I don't do anal. I meant like from behind, but go ahead.
So what's the psychology of a person that likes to have sex from behind, not like directly?
If I had to break it down, you mean like serial killer status? Like if I was profiling a motherfucker, to be honest with you, somebody that has sex from behind either has issues, probably with looking someone in the face. It's just like somebody that's a choker. There's a difference between somebody that chokes with one hand, somebody that chokes with two hands, somebody that chokes to the point of unconsciousness, somebody that chokes just to get the love taps on the arm. That's why there's like safety words. typically when a man is having sex with a woman from behind, it's, you know, men like it. I mean, we like it too. But at the end of the day, if that's the only way that you're entering her and you're leaving her and all this other stuff, it's because you're a fucker. You're not the make love guy. You're not the guy that's having sex. You're the guy that gets bitches after the club and you straight up fuck them from behind because you don't want to look at their face because all you care about is their ass.
Okay.
You know, it's not, I could ride you backwards and it would be the same motherfucking thing. Actually, it feels better to you because I'm like, you know, we have a little fun. But at the end of the day, you know, if that's the only thing that you're doing, and I'm not talking about just like if you're ejaculating and that's the way that you like to get it because maybe, you know, it's like an ownership thing. But if that's the only way that you want to have sex with a woman, you don't appreciate her face at all.
Well, what would you say that's in the background of a person that doesn't appreciate a woman's face like that?
You know, you dealt with a lot of hoes. You dealt with a lot of women that were of substandard quality. You, if I had to guess, it's not just that position that you like. I mean, because again, women, we like it too. But for a woman, it's a little bit different because it's a bestial thing. It's an ownership thing. It's a, you know, pull my hair, spank me, poppy type thing. Like, we want you. It's how can I say, it's carnal. It's that way. But as a man, like, if that's the only thing that you're doing and you don't want to get on top of a woman and you don't want to look at her and you don't want to nuzzle in her neck and you don't want to whatever, you don't want that emotional compatibility. Because think about it, if you're grabbing a woman from behind, there's no other skin touching besides your body parts. That's it. You know, you're not touching her on your chest, you're not hearing the heartbeat. Now, I could break that whole shit down too. That's a whole nother subject. What? You're just basically like some ass. Really, he's telling you you're just some ass. Like, that's what it is.
Okay, you're telling me that if you see a dude in the first how many amount of time that you know that you gonna have sex
30
with them?
seconds.
30 seconds. What you mean by that?
It's a theory that's been, and I say things, but then I also quote other people. There's a book called Blink, and there's a theory that's called Blink where it says, like, whatever your first opinion of something is within the first 30 seconds, that's what it is. So whether that's like, you know what, that's a fake Mona Lisa. And there's literally a story like that in the book. They say women, it takes 2 minutes, it takes whatever. I don't care what anybody says. Unless you're an idiot, an idiota, you know in 30 seconds, like when you see that dude, I'm gonna beat the brakes off. He's a serial killer. I don't care. I'm gonna beat the brakes off him. I'm gonna get him. He'll change for me. That's what we do. That's the type of shit that we do. So I know within 30 seconds whether I'm gonna sleep with you. I don't know when it's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be good. I don't know. You could talk me out of it. Like, you could definitely be like, hey, you know, I eat, you know, peanuts in my potato salad. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But in 30 seconds, I know whether I'm gonna sleep with you or not. You ain't gonna get it in 30 seconds. But I know whether I'm gonna do it or not. Next question, because I know you leading to something.
Okay, so
go on, talk about Fire Marshal Bill.
No. I was gonna say. So, what advice would you give to women when it comes to sex? How they should utilize sex?
I don't think it's a utilization thing. I think it's a personal choice. If, you know, we were just talking about the long distance thing. If you've been talking to somebody long distance, and, you know, that's the easiest thing for a motherfucker to do. Oh, let me fly you out of town. That's like instant ass. That's like, oh my God, he put me on a plane. I'm that ignorant bitch that back in the day, I was like, I don't give a fuck. You finna fly me somewhere like 14 times before, just because that's, you. I don't care when you have sex. You have to have sex when you're comfortable with having sex. Me personally, because that is your womb. That is your personal private part. Like, that's all you have, really. That's, you know, that's really yours. Like, you know, my hair, this isn't my real hair color. This is, you know, my eyelashes are, you know, mascara and everything else. So at the end of the day, it's like, if I choose to have sex with somebody, it's because I want to connect with that person. It's never because I'm just that. Let me tell you something. If you just out here just hunching, just be hunching, you's a weak motherfucker. You weak as hell. You're whack. You need to go sit the fuck down somewhere. At the end of the day, like, if you can't control what's going on with your own body and what's going on with your own crevices, then you're just ridiculous and you're whack. You need slapped. Not in a good way. But for me, like, I'm not saying, like, I'm not, you know, I've been on the hoe stroll. You know, and the hoe stroll is a place where we go and I grabbed you and say, hey, sit your ass down. You be like a full-blown hoe right now. You know what I mean? But that was back in, you know, like the 90s, you know, early 2000s. I was on the hoe stroll. The stroll. I wasn't a hoe, but I was on the hoe stroll. You know, and I was a professional girlfriend, I call myself. So at the end of the day, like, when I choose to have sex with somebody, that's just when I choose it. And it's going to be extravagant. It's going to be like some ridiculous shit. And I'm not talking about what I'm doing. I'm just talking about the scene, the ambiance, you know, everything that's going to be going down. I'm trying to invade your entire fucking, entire mental crevice. All of it. From everything you're smelling, to eating, to ingesting, to tasting, to touching, you will remember me. I promise that. Nothing to do with sex. That has it. When you get in, it's just that's on you. You know, because I would hope, like I said, that at this age and stage in the game, that I can't go in there and do anything to you that's ever been done before. So I have to find other ways to possess you, and I do want to possess you.
What you mean, possess somebody?
Like I want to own everything that you do. Like, oh, you kidding me? I want you like outside on roller skates in the daytime, like with a flashlight, like where is she? Where is she? You know. And I want to be on the same. I want to do the same thing. I want to be on the I-90, like here I am, here I am. You know, that's what it's about. It's about just connecting with someone and having that ultimate experience, which I've not had yet. Like I keep trying to fabricate one, but I've not had it yet.
What
you
you
know,
mean?
where it's like you're not spirits, but like you're just connecting with someone on just like so many other levels, just besides sex. That's like my dream.
What you mean by you keep trying to fabricate one? What you mean by that?
Well, I keep thinking like because I'm so emotionally enthralled or just very impressed with someone that's going to equate into this ultimate sexual experience that I want, and it doesn't. The sex is good. It's just it's not the ultimate experience that like I envision like when I want to be connected to somebody forever.
Would you consider that being a soulmate or?
No, fuck no. Soulmate is different.
What's that?
Soulmate to me is like just somebody that you're connected to just on so many other levels, and it really doesn't even have anything to do with sex. And people always say to me like, Denise, you think that there's more than one soulmate? Hell yeah. You can have, look, your cat can be your soulmate. Your child can be your soulmate. You're not going to have sex with your cat or your child. You know, the whole premise behind that is because one of my favorite movies is called What Dreams May Come. And so when people start talking about, you know, soulmates, that's one of the reasons why I only deal with people that I feel like I'm connected to on a certain level, because like everything else is just really a waste of time. So if I found my soulmate and I had sex with him, I would keel over and die. Like life would be over. I'd be like, you know, shoot me.
It's funny.
Right, we're at 12 minutes. People aren't going to watch after that.
You think so?
Say what you're going to say.
Okay. Good night.